Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, we have a newcomer to the group. Her name is Heather Fowler. She is new to the office. Everyone say hello.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi, Heather.
All right. Let's do this. We're gonna throw you right in, Heather. Today we have committed to talking to 100 people about real estate. So, welcome. a lot of times we will. This is something that comes that we encourage you to do. Not quite on your first day, but what the hell? Let's get you right in there. Right? You've been waiting for this day for a while. Okay. I know that we talked a little bit about script practice. I want to jump right into that. I want to go over just a couple of housekeeping things. So first of all, last night was the end of our recording period. So our recording period is going to adjust every month, it looks like, just so we can kind of keep the week straight. And so for this month of July, we're going to be reporting at the end of Tuesday night. So when we come in on Wednesday morning, we should have all of our numbers updated. And I'd like to, when we're scheduling our one-on-ones, I also want to go through to make sure that you have your numbers updated as well. So please make sure that you do that. We are right now a little shy of our goal of 17 listing appointments as a group. We're at 15 so far, and a little bit more shy of our goal for listings taken. We have a goal of 13, remember, and so far we have taken 8 in the month of June. So hopefully there's some good news coming down the pike for the last couple people that have not finished their recording. And don't forget, please, to put in your goals for the first week of July. Remember, the goals go on the light green line, and then at the end of the reporting period, you fill in the actuals in the light gray line, and then go to the next week and fill out your goals. And just a quick note, as I'm going through some of these one-on-ones, what we're realizing is sometimes we're just throwing up a random number. I don't want to do that. I want to throw up a number that is specific to your goal. Like if you need to speak to 13 people a day, that's 65 people a week. If you're short one week, then the goal should not be 65 the following week. It should be 65 plus whatever you're short. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do a little gratitude and then we'll move right into a couple other topics. Who wants to share? What are we grateful for today?
I'm grateful that I finally get to use my new planner because it's July the 1st.
You got like a second half of the year?
Yeah.
That is so funny. Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
All right, awesome. We've taken a little bit of a roll, if you will, on people's goal for listing appointments, seller listing appointments for the month. Looks like there's a couple of people on the call that did not give me their number. I'm just gonna scan through really fast. Andrew, you're good. Liz is good. Brian, Ginny, how many listing appointments are you gonna be going on in the month of July?
5.
5 listing appointments. Oh my goodness. All right, we have lots to talk about privately, so it's all good, I promise. But will you call me later?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and Angela and Ashley, you're good. Lawanda told me yesterday. Mirnelli, how many listing appointments do you intend to go on in July?
6.
6.
Yes.
Can I just take a moment? I wanna give you a shout out. Actually, a couple of shout outs.
Okay.
First of all, but you got to turn your video on, okay?
It's on.
Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. First of all, we had I hope you don't mind me sharing this, do you?
No.
Okay. So we had a one-on-one maybe week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And last month we decided that we had a big goal. We had a big goal for the year, and that required a lot of action and big action, and lots of dedication to time and et cetera. What we realized is that, like most of us, life gets in the way. And we can get distracted. Some other things can pop up. We have an active client, kind of takes us away from what we need to do. kids, whatever it may be, summertime. And so a week and a half ago, we sat down and we said, oh my gosh, Marinelli, you're behind in your number of contacts.
Correct.
How are we going to get back on track? And at that point, you basically have two directions you can go, okay? You can either change the goal, which is not going to serve you, or you can change the activity, okay? And I'm proud to say that Marinelli changed the activity. And her and her husband, Michael, committed to doing back-to-back double bold 100s. So today you'll probably be done by like lunchtime. So I'm excited to hear about your results today. But her goal was to have 367 contacts in the last 7 days. And just to knock it home, she did 370. So let's just all take a moment.
That's great. That's great.
Recognize how, this is a business about commitment, right? And as a team, we want to honor that. We want to recognize that. We want to celebrate that. So I am super proud to be in business with you. And I'm super proud to see all the results of that extra activity over the last couple of days. So fantastic. Okay.
Congratulations, Marinelli.
Awesome job, Marinelli.
That's awesome.
Good job.
Oh, and she even found time to host an open house for Pam and got a buyer out of that.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay. So how are we gonna, what is our mission today? One more thing. So I told you I'm taking a class called MAPS Models. MAPS Models. This is a class when Gary Keller took back over as CEO at the beginning of last year. He got in touch, he kind of gathered around his senior leaders at MAPS Coaching, Mega Agent Productivity Systems. And he said, what are the models that we're coaching to, right? And we're known as a models company, but all the models had never been put in one place before, okay? And this models class is a class that we basically take, it's like basically 2.5 days, or really a little bit more than that, of explaining model explanation. And I have gone ahead and uploaded, it's about 190 something pages, and I've uploaded that into the Google Drive for you guys to review. And bit by bit, we're gonna be taking out some of those models and talking about why they're important and how they can help you and how you can use those models as you're building your business and you're attracting clients. So that has just been added to the Google Drive. So make sure you take a look at that. Not today, because we're making calls today, but after today, okay? All right, who wants to share their intentions for hitting the 100 today? Who are we gonna be calling? Are we calling our database? Are we calling for sale by owners? Are we calling expired listings? Are we gonna text some of our friends? Are we going on LinkedIn? Are we going on social media in some way? Are we calling circle prospecting? Who wants to share?
So I'm probably going to start with my social media and the people I know, just so I'm a little bit more comfortable, and then go from there, social media and database, and out from there.
Okay.
And eventually the people that I don't know.
Good. That's a good strategy. And because more than likely today, all of us are going to get, somebody on the phone that doesn't particularly want to be on the phone with us. And that's totally okay. And every once in a while, we may choose to, take a break from calling strangers and go call a friend of ours that's going to be polite and happy and excited to hear from us and get us back in the right mindset so we can get back on the phone. Who else wants to share? Liz, we're going to do some script practice, me and you, in 1 second in front of everyone. So you ready? Okay. Who else wants to share how they're going to find their people today?
So I'm taking the same strategy as Andrew. I'm going to start with my sphere, and then I'm going to try expireds. I'm going to work on expireds.
Is that what you meant?
That's it. I'm going to go out and get a few expireds.
You're going to go find the people who had a dream to sell and then had to clean up their kitchen and make their bed for months on end with a lousy realtor, and now they need you.
That's right.
Correct?
That is absolutely correct. They need me, and I'm going to reach out to them.
And you're going to deliver better service than anyone in the entire real estate community. Is that right?
More value than anyone else.
Okay. Come from the heart. Come from curiosity. Ask the questions. Bring out the pain. And then let it be a little painful and let them know how you can fix it all. Okay? Okay, who's
Sounds
next?
good.
Who's next?
I'm gonna do for sale by owners. I'm gonna jump right in before I
it.
lose courage. It's just both feet jumping in the water.
Let's do it. I've told you guys many times, I've spoken with literally thousands of realtors who make calls all the time, and I'm not aware of a single time that anyone has died from lead generating. Not a single time.
Are you sure?
Maybe it's happened, but I've never spoken with them.
Okay.
I guess that's kind of the idea. If they die, I wouldn't be able to speak with them, but just run with me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, who else?
I'm gonna do circle prospecting from the open house that is now under contract from this weekend. I sent that to you, by the way. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't gotten a.
You haven't gotten the list?
Mm-mm.
All right, my assistant will be in 15 minutes, and I know, Heather, I owe you a list too. My assistant was, I apologize for that. My assistant was up late last night doing the whole dot loop to DocuSign transfer thing. Okay, cool. We're right on that. Yes, I waited to the last minute to do the transfer. No judging, okay? Got done. All right, Liz, let's role play.
Okay,
What would you like to role play? Circle prospecting?
I'm doing circle prospecting. Yes, so
Okay.
strangers,
Would you like to be the homeowner or the agent?
the agent.
You'd like to be the agent? Okay, perfect. I'm the homeowner.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Hi. Hey, this is Liz Kennedy. I actually live over in the Riverside area, and I am a real estate agent.
Hi, Liz.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
This is
Thanks for
terrible.
asking.
You
How are
need.
you?
This is terrible. You need to be the agent.
No, go ahead. That's not your script, is it?
No. I'm just trying to. I'm sure I'll get better at it by 5 o'clock today, but.
You will.
Okay. So the housing market is a seller's market right now. It is going crazy. And I am looking for anyone that you might know that is interested in selling their house because we are in need of properties.
Oh, I don't know if I know anyone that's looking to sell their house.
Okay. How long have you been in the area?
I've lived here for 6 years.
6 years. Have you thought about selling? Because the chances that you have equity in your home are pretty high.
No, we really like it here. I don't think we'll be selling anytime soon.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time with me. And if I can help you all in the future, just let me know. This is my cell phone number. And again, it's Liz Kennedy.
Okay, well, do you have like a mobile app or anything that I can use to stay in touch with you over time?
Yes. Well, I do have a mobile app. Would you be interested in me sending that to you? Or I also do market updates monthly to keep you abreast of the market.
Oh,
would you
I
be
love
interested in-
email.
Oh, good. Can I have your email address?
Yeah.
I'd be
Here
happy
you
to
go,
send
blah,
that
blah,
to
blah,
you.
blah, blah.
Got it. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't ask who you want to try again, or do you want me to give you some feedback?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So you probably want to say this a bunch of times to yourself before you start
Yeah.
making the live calls, right?
Yep.
But were you following a script there?
No, I didn't have it in front of me actually.
Okay, make sure you have it in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, make sure you have it in front of you. Also, I would go in and have some statistics for that specific area. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're calling, like, let's say the river, which area are you calling? What's Riverside? Where is that?
Riverside is my immediate neighborhood.
Okay, so maybe
Or the
like
west
that.
side, west side, West Atlanta.
Okay, so maybe like that FMLS area or that middle school district or something like that. Where
Okay.
you can give them the stats like hey, do you know that there's been, 425 homes that have been listed in the last 7 days, and the market is really hot, and we've had 484 of them go under contract, and I'm working with a local purchaser who's looking to move into the area. They just don't have any homes to choose from. And I just have out of curiosity, do you know anyone that's thinking about selling their home in the next couple of months?
Got it. Got it.
Right.
Yep.
And then when they say yes, you might say, well, would you be so kind to connect me via email or via text with that person so I can ask them some questions and see how I can help? Not so I can like list their home and make commission.
Yeah. Yeah.
How I can help. Okay. If they're likely going to say no, I don't have anyone that wants to sell, and at which point you will say, well, thank you so much, and I just have another question or two if you don't mind while I have you on the phone. So let me ask you, who's the real estate agent that you reach out to when you have a question about the market? Because I know there's a lot of information out there right now and a lot of misinformation out there right now. And people are trying to figure out probably what their home might be worth, or if they need access to, a lot of my clients are doing home renovations now. If you have ever need a referral for a local vendor partner, I have a list of, recommended vendors. I'd love to share that with you. Do you have an agent that you reach out to when you have those types of needs? And probably 90% of the time they'll say no. To which you say, well, I would love to serve that role for you. What is the most important thing I can do for you right now? Right? Or do you have any needs at this very moment? Do you need an introduction to anyone? Do you want a quick CMA of your neighborhood? Do you have any questions whatsoever? Right? By the way, if you ask how long they've been in the home and they say anything more than like pretty much anything, they probably have equity in their home. So that was a good route you took there, Liz, right? Have you considered refinancing? Interest rates are at record lows right now. I'd be more than happy to connect you with a local mortgage professional. There's no cost or obligation to that. It's simply an opportunity to see if you can save money, right? If they happen to say, yeah, my friend Steve over at Keller Williams is my agent, say, wonderful, I wish you the best, sir. Thank you very much. Have a great life. Right? Get off the phone as fast as you can. You're never going to make any money.
Okay.
If they say, I can't quite remember her name, right? That means that the relationship is not that good and there's an opening for you. So you say, well, listen, I would love to be on your list of people that you call when you have real estate question. I'd love to serve that role for you in the future. If I can be your resource, I'd be honored. Okay. So we have a couple of options. Number one, I could send you a real estate search app, right, that allows you to search by neighborhoods and schedule virtual showings and these kind of things. I can send that to you. By the way, I'll need your email for that. Or we also have the neighborhood nurture feature, right? So if you add somebody into command and you put their address in, it automatically identifies what neighborhood they're in based on Nextdoor's neighborhood mapping system. So you say, I can send you a custom link, right? And I can send that either every 2 weeks or every month that will show you all the new activity in your local area. Is that something that would be interesting to you?
Awesome.
Right. One of the cool things that that I've heard people use that app for, or that the neighborhood nurture program, is, for example, not only would they want potentially information that is around the home that they own, but they may, for example, want information. You can show them neighborhoods. You can add in neighborhoods that are. Hang on, Ebony. I'll come back to that in a second. You can add in neighborhoods all across the country. So for example, interestingly enough, I was looking at the home that my family, that I lived in as a little kid, over in the Dorville Chambly area the other day. I just Googled the address and I found it on Zillow, and I was, watching the I was looking through the pictures and seeing how they moved things around and updated and that kind of stuff. It was kind of cool. So, you could say, what was the neighborhood that you grew up in? You could even look at the data there and see what homes are selling for. Have you ever dreamed of living, if you were to move, where would you move next? Right? Oh, I would move to Hilton Head. I really like that, like the northwest corner of Hilton Head. We love it over there. The restaurants are great. The sunsets are great, yada, yada. Cool. I can identify that too. If there's anything ever that you're curious about, I'd love to help you with that too. Okay. Remember, if you're speaking to somebody that is in an area outside of Metro Atlanta or in an area that you don't service, right, then we have a referral network as well. So if you happen to be, if there's some people in your database that are outside of Metro Atlanta, no big deal. Call them, love on them, ask them how you can help. And remind them that anytime that they have any questions about real estate, even if they're not local, you can help. And all you simply do is reach out to a local agent. We can go through the details on that later in terms of what questions you ask, but you identify an agent that could be a good match for them. And you put them together and now they have a local resource. And when that person does anything, you have an opportunity to get a commission. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, you want to try again?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty scratch. Okay. All right. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Liz. And hey, my name is Liz Kennedy. I actually live over on Claude Street in your neighborhood, and I'm a real estate agent. We are looking.
How did you get my number?
Oh, what do I say?
Damn it.
Say as a part of working with the #1 local real estate company, my broker and my coach provide a list of local homeowners and their numbers, because periodically we call around looking for sellers for our buyers and buyers for our sellers. And I just thought, and then you continue your script. And I just thought that you might be interested in knowing that the market is really hot right now. I figured I'd share some statistics with you. By the way, we're going to have an open house at 123 Hill Street on Sunday, and I'd like to invite you to that. Right?
Okay, cool.
You didn't kill anybody. You don't have to defend yourself. Everything is about how you can help them and how you have access to more tools and more systems and more data than your other local competitor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let me repeat that. Also, what if a voicemail picks up? Do you just freestyle and leave a message? Also, I missed the rest of that. I would say that if this is just my opinion. By the way, Liz, you were kind of put on the spot a little bit, so I appreciate your vulnerability here.
Well,
Jenny, you're tomorrow. Got it?
Uh-oh, for real?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so if you get a voicemail, here's what I would do if you get a voicemail. If it's a circle prospecting call, I wouldn't bother. You're probably more apt to get more calls back if you don't leave a message than if you do, to be honest, as crazy as that sounds. If you know the person, right, if you're calling a friend or somebody in your database, yeah, I probably would leave a message. Hey, I was hoping to catch you today. I just wanted to check in to see how you and the family were doing. If there's anything I can do to help you in any way, I hope you'll give me a call. Great. I look forward to hearing from you soon. This is Liz Kennedy, 1-2-3-4-5-6-7-8, right? If you're calling an expired or for sale by owner, gosh, everyone you talk to will give you a different opinion about this. I would probably say, for the purposes of today, not to leave a message. Okay. The vast majority of the time, they're going to not call you back. Now, you could say something to the effect of, hey, this is Liz Kennedy with Keller Williams Realty Consultants. I noticed your home came off the market and I had a quick question for you. My number is 1-2-3-4-5-6-7-8, click. Right? So you get half your message out before it hangs up or something, right? Then they feel compelled to give you a call back. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
I would probably skip the message today, unless it's a warm call.
Um,
Because I'm calling people to invite them to my open house to a special neighbors only preview,
Yeah.
would I just leave a message saying that,
Yeah, sure.
giving them the address?
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. You might want to say, make it short and sweet, right? This is Heather Mueller. I'm going to be hosting an open house at 123 Hill Street on Sunday from 2 to 4, and actually from 1 to 2 is going to be neighbors only. This is a beautiful, really renovated home. It's going to be on the market for $325,000. We're going to have some coffee and donuts, and I hope to see you there. By the way, if you have any questions about the real estate market, I'd love to help you.
Okay.
Something like that. I mean, you're going to say that 100 times today, hopefully. Okay. On the list that I am on, Vulcan 7 isn't filtered on area. So what stats should we pull? I just pull Metro Atlanta. Let me pull those right now so that you guys have you have some data to go into the call with. Okay. And certainly if you give Metro Atlanta and the person has some interest and wants to, you know, get a little bit more specific or say like, well, what is it in Roswell? I live in Roswell. Say, oh, great. Let me just take a quick minute and get you the most up-to-date information right now. And you pull it right up. Okay?
It was on today's email from Lucy, I think, or Melody. It's 1,414 came on the market, 2,117 went under contract last week.
So
Metro.
Yeah. Which let's use the 7-day data today. So new listings is 2,014 in the last 7 days. Under contract is 1,519, and closed units is 2,423. 2,423.
Can you also get information on there about how long the average house has been on the market?
So that, according to FMLS, right now that data is in June. It's saying 20 days. 20 days on the market for June.
Okay.
Bill, can you give me those numbers again?
Yeah, so this is Metro Atlanta. New listings is 2,14, 2014. Under contract is 1,519. And closed homes is 2,423. Okay, let me give you the 3-day data too. Actually, let me give you the 24-hour data, because I think this really speaks volumes, okay? In the last 24 hours, there's been 391 new listings in Metro Atlanta. Okay, 278 people have gone under contract, and there's been 518 closings, y'all. 518. Okay.
So for the 20 days in June, is that a certain price point, or is that the full-on average?
That's the full-on average.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
up slightly from May, which was 18, and up slightly from April, which was 14.
Where are you getting the average days on market, Bill?
So that is from, it's like one of these little widgets, market stats by showing time, that I have on the front page of my FMLS. FMLS Info Sparks Stats. It says median, it's actually median days on the market, not average, but, and by the way, don't say like, we've had around 2,100 new listings. Say the exact number. That shows that you are kind of in tune with, you're studying the stats, right? Okay, last, hang on one second. Let me try to figure out why this is on. Can y'all see me still?
frozen.
No.
No?
Frozen. Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right. Just one last point is, guys, there is a lot of activity in the marketplace. There's been 391 listings taken. That's in the last 24 hours, guys. So in the last 7 days, remember, There have been 2,018 real estate agents that have gotten a exclusive relationship with the seller to market their home. There are people out there that need us, and there are people out there that want to sell their property. Okay. So here's the mindset for the day. Okay. You deserve the opportunity. Okay. You know what to say. You have a community of people around you that are going to support you. That's this community, as well as the other agents in the market center. You have a full agent leadership council that's here to support you. You obviously have me. You have our agent mentors. You have Aubrey and the rest of the leadership team. If you don't know the answer to something, you got about 1,000 people you can call. Okay. And we'll get you a very quick answer. If you have to put together a presentation quickly because somebody says, hey, come out and list my home tonight, we can help with that. Okay. If we got a full script book of properties that you can, things to say, whether it be expireds, for sale by owners, circle prospecting, this packet right here, agent pivot scripts, right? Where you're
That's on the Google Drive.
People. If your voice goes away, start texting people. Okay. All right. I want you to track everything today. I want you to track dials or initiated conversations. I want you to track two-way conversations, which is what we call a contact, right? A contact is a two-way exchange. So if I send a little message to Heather, say, hey, just checking in on you, how's the new job? And Heather writes back, great, how's the family? That's a contact. If you get on the phone with somebody and you say, hey, this is Ebony with Keller Williams. I'm, noticed your home came off the market, and they're like, I hate realtors, and they click, that's a contact. And Ebony, that's probably going to happen. So just brush it off. Okay. They don't deserve you. Make sense? That's not the kind of person you wanted to get into a business relationship anyway. This is a partnership. Would you court a future partner or a spouse if they talked to you that way? No, you'd be like, who are you? Right? So don't give these people the time of day. Okay. There's plenty of people that need to be helped that'll be a whole lot nicer. Okay.
Hey, Bill.
Okay, who has some questions?
Bill, can you
Yes.
Can you send us, just because I'd love to have it at my fingertips. Could you possibly email out this recording when we're done?
Yeah. If you can give me just a minute, and it'll process, and then I'll upload it to the chat. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload, or I'm going to keep this room open. I'm going to turn off the recorder. I would love for as many people as possible to stay in the room. You can turn off your camera if you want. Otherwise, it's fine. Okay. Mute yourself and start making calls, right? Start doing the thing that we do, right? We can know everything about everything, but if we don't have anyone to share it with, we're not going to make any money, and we're not going to be able to have a life worth living. Okay. So today is about increasing the number of people that trust you and approach you when they have a real estate need or question. Okay. Let's have some thick skin today. Okay. Just be positive. What I want you to do, ideally, I'd like to hit 100, and that is my intention personally. However, I want you to stretch yourself further than you're used to being stretched. Okay. Because Ebony, let's say you do 60 today. Okay. Have you ever talked to 60 people about real estate in one day before?
No.
Okay. So if you do 60 today, you're going to be stretched further than you've ever been stretched. And you know what's cool about that? You can never you can never go back to where you were. Now you know it's possible. Now you know you're still alive. Now you know you have more experience and confidence. And you can go out tomorrow and clobber it again. Okay? All right, y'all.
2 questions, but really quickly. So
yeah.
with the listings, you said it's $390 for the 24 hours. You have $391, $278, and $518.
Wait. Hang on. Let me pull it back up. All right, say that one more time.
So with the 24-hour listings, you said new listings $391.
I can barely hear you. Can you talk just a tiny bit louder?
Hold on. Okay. With the listings,
yeah,
you said that there were in the 24 hours $391, $278, and $518. So
As a
being
matter
that,
of fact, now it's 396. There's been 5 homes that have gone on the market since we last said that.
wow. So how do we explain that when they, you know, the numbers that, you know, you had more closings than you had listings. So when they, if they ask that question, how do we articulate that properly to make them understand it?
Okay, good question. So they're not necessarily the same homes, right? One is how many homes are coming onto the market. That's the listings, the new listings. The ones that are going under contract, they got to be listed in order to go under contract. So let's say you got 500 homes on the market right now, and then 400 come on the market and 400 close. See what I'm saying? So they're not necessarily the same ones. So the ones that are going under contract are essentially the winners, right? So all these properties are available for somebody to go under contract with. And the ones that go under contract, those are deemed by the public to be the most attractive based on the price, condition, area, etc. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the properties that are selling, those went under contract a month ago.
Okay.
Right? The number of sales are the ones that what's indicative there is what was happening a month ago.
Okay.
However, it is true evidence that the market is active, right? Remember, guys, there are we've got spikes in coronavirus. People's kids are out of camp. People are sick. People are scared. Got all kinds of stuff going on in politics right now. We got the murder hornets. I mean, people are stressed. Okay, so take your time. Be patient. Come from curiosity. Be a source of real estate information. Be a source of empathy today. Okay, ask the questions and be focused on showing how much you care and the type of service we deliver to our people. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, I want you to think about your big why today when you're tired and it's 3 o'clock and you haven't eaten lunch yet. I want you to think about why you got into this business. Okay, whether it's to get out of debt, make an investment, send your kids to school, right, pay off your house, whatever it is. Okay, today's the first day that we can start to make some progress. Not the first day, but today's the day we can make some big progress towards that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Give me just a couple minutes. I'm going to switch rooms or whatever, and then I'll post those reports that I just said. And I'll be back in just a second after I go to the leadership call. Okay. Y'all hang out. I'm going to stop the recording. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be in the room all day. Okay.
Yep.
All right.